Hear ye, hear ye, listeners. With the hear ye, hear ye. This is part 2 of our tall questions, short answers segment. So that the last episode we had Jana in the hot seat, but today it is me.
Like, but boy, was it hot because I struggled.
I know, but you know what? That's good. It's more authentic, and I'm glad that you didn't have this rehearsed, and
Yes.
I don't either, even though I might have a little bit of an upper hand because I created the segment.
Right.
But Jana, let me have it. I am ready to rumble.
Okay. So first question, which I completely panicked on. What's your favorite color?
It is pink and orange, obviously.
Oh, see, that's where I went wrong. I didn't know 2 was an answer. I immediately was like black because it goes
No,
with everything.
no, it's okay. But like number 1 is pink. Like I have always loved pink, but orange is actually like my new like obsession.
Yeah.
You know? So she's like my
It's a great
sexy
combo,
mistress is orange, but pink is like my wife.
Gotcha. Orange is your fancy.
Yeah, and it is the new black.
Okay. What is your favorite song right now?
More Than a Woman by the Bee Gees. More than a woman.
Oh, for some reason I read right now and I was like, that is a good one.
I love the Bee Gees so much. I'm obsessed with them. Like my 2 favorite songs are their songs.
Oh, what's your other one?
Staying Alive.
That's a good one.
Staying Alive.
That's a good one. Okay. All right. So this one I don't think we got to talk about with you on the last segment. Who is your celebrity crush?
Well, actually, we did talk about it the last time, but I'm glad you forgot. My first celebrity.
Apparently, I just black out.
Yeah. So, does everybody remember the Santa Claus with Tim Allen?
Oh, okay. Do you remember this now?
Yeah. Bernard the head elf. He was my first crush. He's like the first time I can ever remember being like tingly and being like, "Oh, who's that?" With all of his accessories and his dreadlocks.
What is his dreadlocks?
Well, you know what? I loved him, and then my other crush was Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean. Also dreadlocked and also had a lot of accessories. So there's a trend.
Nothing if not consistent.
Wait, and then also from NSYNC, I loved Chris. No, Chris, the one with the dreadlocks and all the accessories.
Dan might need to get Dan a wig.
Oh my god, I know.
If I ever see one at your house, I'm just gonna be like,
oh my god, you're gonna
away.
Yikes.
Our laugh just now just sound like Count Chocolate or whatever his name is.
Count Chocula.
All right.
LOL.
Speaking of numbers, what is one destination in the world that you want to go on vacation?
I really want to go to Paris. I've never been to Paris.
It's beautiful, but I wouldn't spend too much time there.
No, like a little bit of time, and then maybe go to like other places in France, like the coastlines. But I really want to fight my boyfriend in front of the Eiffel Tower with a baguette. That's like my dream. Like a sword fight.
I wasn't sure where that was going. I was like, what?
Not like actually fight him. But
I thought I was like getting news online, and I was like, aha!
No, I want to do like a sword fight with a beret. No, I want to wear a beret, but sword fight with a baguette in front of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. It's like my huge dream right now.
That's like one of my only regrets from like when I was in Paris. Like I just wish I had taken like more pictures. Like, but then it was just like everyone just like had an iPhone and you just settled for a shitty iPhone photo.
Well, it's okay. It's
now
like
everyone's got like a full thing.
I know, but also like you have so many pictures in your phone. Like, are you really gonna look back at like your pictures from Paris? Like, no, like it's in your brain. You know what I mean? I think that means so much more to actually be more in the moment than like sitting in front of your camera just taking pictures. I don't know. That's just me.
No, I agree. I now when I go places, I try to like. I mean, even when we went to dinner the other night, I was like, "Oh, let's do pictures first, and then like we can all just like."
No, I'm glad you did that. They were really cute photos.
It was a fire photo. That lighting was.
I know. Fire.
All right, so we're sending Daria to Paris. Got it. Sounds great.
Passport to Paris.
I actually took my sister when my sister came to visit me when I was living there, and we got up to the top of the Eiffel Tower, and she like gave me a necklace, but it was like in a box, and it had the coordinates of like where we were each living.
Sweet.
But it was really funny because everyone thought we were like a couple like getting engaged, so people like started taking all these photos.
Was she like on her knee giving it to you?
No, she was just because I started crying because I thought it was like so pretty, and we'd been
really
drinking champagne the whole way up, and I was like, oh my god, this is so cute. And then everyone's
like, congratulations.
And we were like, what? We were like, oh, this probably looks some type of way. But
like, wow, we think it's really beautiful that 2 women who look exactly alike are getting engaged. Wow.
I appreciated the support retrospect. So, anywho, it'll make a lot more sense for you and Daria.
I know.
All right. So, in terms of food, if you had a last meal on earth, what would it be?
So my best friend from home is Korean, and her mom is the most fire Korean cook. Like I've never had better Korean food at any restaurant ever. So anything that she would make, like her feast, like spicy chicken and rice and Kaibi, and it's all so good. Like definitely Mrs. Chun's cooking.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Maybe she should open her own restaurant.
She has a bakery.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called Sumi's Cakery in Pittsburgh. It's so good. But yeah, restaurant, I don't know. I think it's good that she keeps her
Yeah, that's true.
secret recipes close to the chest.
That's true. Everybody else can beat it.
Yeah. Beat it, nerds.
That's what Chris calls us.
Really?
Chris calls me a nerd. Affectionate. What advice would you have given your younger self?
You know what? It would have been, I know like the obvious one because this is the Tall podcast, be more confident with your height. And because that's something I really wish that I did have. Like that is a huge regret of mine. But I think my biggest one is not having a sport that I like stuck with. Like now that I'm playing tennis and I love it so much, I wish that I had started in high school or just so I would be more advanced, and it just gives you a discipline. And I think that's my biggest regret. I was just too much of a stoner in high school to play sports. So I never really did that. So I think that's my biggest regret.
What sport would you have liked to play if you had
tennis?
Tennis?
Tennis.
Yeah.
I wish I did tennis.
By the way, I'm sitting with like a tennis champion. Actually, you should have brought your trophy.
No big deal.
I would have brought it everywhere. I just go to dinner and be like, "This is my trophy. I won this."
Yes, I won the JL Open, which was quite the accomplishment. And I have my trophy above my television in my bedroom, and I look at it every morning. And Dan's like, "Kiss your trophy."
I would,
and I do.
That's one thing I do miss about sports. I miss trophies.
It felt so good when I finally
trophies.
won. I cried. I was so happy. And I don't know what came over me, but in that match, it was like Serena Williams took over my body. I was a beast. I didn't make a single mistake. I was like killing it. It felt so good. So yeah, that's like I wish that I did that and like prioritize that a lot more when I was younger. So that's the advice that I would give.
But
Stay in sports.
But hey, you're doing it now.
Yeah. Say no to drugs. Say yes to sports.
No to drugs. Yes to sports. I guarantee it'll earn you more money than you spend.
Yes.
All right. Oh, here we go. What is your spirit animal?
A snake.
Oh,
I love snakes so much. I know I'm not a snake like personality wise. I wouldn't like, be a snake to my friends, but I think they're so beautiful.
And that makes me really even happier about your birthday outfit choice that I picked out. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I love
great.
snakes. And Jana gave me a snake skin jumpsuit for my birthday, which I loved. But
so good on her.
Yeah, snakes, I think they move so beautifully. And like the way that they've been like represented throughout mythology, I think is really interesting. And some of them, are a little docile, but if you fuck with them, they'll kill you, that's kind of how I am. So I relate.
Or their loved ones. Like you come for the snake's babies, they'll end you.
Yeah, I used to have a snake, and I would bring it. I know his name was Linguini, and he was a ball python. I brought him with me to the grocery store one time, and I was like, no, I can't be this person. This is like such a freaky thing to do, so I never did again. But yeah. So yeah, snake, spirit animal, snake all day.
I love that. That would be like my mom too. My the animal control literally calls my mom in Rock Hill and is like, "Hey Jan, like we have a new snake. Can we bring it to your house?" Like, and she's like, "Okay." Like
she has them.
Oh yeah, she's got them like all over the yard.
That's so cool.
I'm telling you, like my mom and I, we just have like run homes for wayward animals. We do. We just
the animal orphanage.
I was like, because we love them, and they like we're the ones invading their space. At the end of the day. So I love that for you. I love snakes. I had one growing up and I loved him.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're not one of those people who are like, ew, snake.
No. My dad and Chris hate them, and my mom and I are like, it's so cute. Can I hold it? Like I had iguanas, I had snakes, I had all the lizard families.
Slytherin all day, baby. Which one are you? Are you Hufflepuff?
I have no idea. How do you tell?
Okay, so Hufflepuff is for like the nice, like solid, good friend. Like you're friendly, you're nice. And then Ravenclaw is like for the really intelligent, like the fiercely like genius people. Slytherin is for like cunning, ambitious, like you get what you want. And then Gryffindor are really brave, valiant people. So like I think you're like a Ravenclaw Hufflepuff mix. But at the same time, you could be all of them. So like it is hard to.
I'm like, oh, that makes it tough because I'm like, there's certain things I like about each one of them, and I'm just like,
I feel like that needs to be like a question on our segment. Like, which Hogwarts house are you?
Can we get a sorting hat? Like,
yes.
I don't want to be a Hufflepuff. That sounds like a baby.
I know. No one wants to be Hufflepuff. Hufflepuffs are good people. You know what I'm saying? Like, usually Harry Potter fans get like very offended if you say you're a Hufflepuff because everyone wants to be like Slytherin or Gryffindor.
Oh, well, I guess everyone wants to be Gryffindor because that was Harry's house, right?
Yeah, that's what you can be.
Oh, okay. I was like Hufflepuff. It sounds like never mind. I'm gonna say I was gonna say it.
I know what you're saying.
Gotcha. Anyways,
my Hufflepuff.
I'm just like. Anywho, all right. Describe yourself in one word.
That's a hard one. I would say like aware or like no. I don't know how how to put into words. You know, people are like
Perceptive?
situationally aware or like they.
Perceptive.
Yeah, I'd say like perceptive. Yeah, perceptive.
I feel like-
Dynamic, articulate, perceptive, courageous, outspoken.
Like, yeah, no, I'm trying to think of like how to articulate that. Like, I do feel like you're
There's got to be a word for that, and that's what it is. So I don't know what word it is, but someone who's just very self-aware of their surroundings, kind of can read a room.
yeah.
Whatever that is May.
I'm gonna have
So
to
whatever word that is,
like look that up after a segment
let's
because there's
ask Merriam-Webster.
right. There's definitely a word for it. Okay, so we'll figure out what that exact word is. While you're thinking of that, what is your most recent splurge?
Oh my gosh, what was it? I bought I love Midori bikinis. That was not a huge splurge, like $100, $150, but I got a yellow bikini and it was so cute. I loved it. That or a hydrofacial. Guys and gals, hydrofacials are the most amazing thing you can do for your skin. They're a little expensive, but they're definitely worth it. Do it like once a season and you will be a glowing goddess. Yeah, I think that was my most recent splurge.
Discerning person? Are you?
I've never heard that word.
Person?
I would say discerning.
I'm like, we can't move this episode forward until I know what this word is.
Well, read the definition because, for those who don't know, including myself, what does it mean? I feel like discerning, doesn't that mean like you're like stern and like inquisitive?
No, discerning is like, okay, so it's perception in the absence of judgment with a view to obtaining spiritual guidance with understanding.
Oh, totally. I'm so discerning.
It's like,
that is it. You nailed it.
Yeah. I feel like a discerning person is also like, they're not going to be super judgy, but like, I'm also not going to like let you pass my trust
100%.
like until I know what's up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I am discerning,
the
y'all.
quality of being able to grasp and comprehend whatever is obscure surrounding you, a skill in discerning, the act of perceiving or discerning something happening around you.
Wow. Well, this really turned into an
an
English lesson. But no, I appreciate it. Actually, I pride myself on having a good vocabulary, and I'm shocked I didn't know what that meant. Hey, so thank you.
That's our new one. I wouldn't have whipped that out on my own, but I was like, that is a good one. Yes. All right. So now my discerning Daria.
Discerning D.
Okay. So who is your tall idol?
Any of the Victoria's Secret models. Any of them, but also Serena and Venus Williams. They're tall. I think Venus is like 6 foot 6'1", and Serena might be 5'9", 5'10". So them 100%. I'm obsessed with them. Yeah. And I watch King Richard,
which literally on my vision board.
Yes, totally. They're so confident. They're so successful. And watching King Richard really made me like understand like the struggle they went through to get where they are, and it was so inspiring. So they are definitely my tall idols.
We love them. Open invitation always. Just when you guys
come on the podcast, time. Please just do a little Daria a favor.
Little Daria.
A
whole new world.
Wait, that's a lot. That would be a whole new world.
Would be a whole new world. Which accomplishment are you most proud of?
Besides my JL Open achievement, nothing. Actually, this might be like a little abstract, but I'm so proud of the person that I've become, and I'm not the person that I could have been, if that makes sense. Like the path that I went down, like when I was in high school, like it could have went like so different, but then I just like kind of like woke up one day and like wised up, and I was like, this is not who like Daria's gonna be, and I just like totally turned it around, and I'm like just so proud of like the woman that I've become.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I don't know if that's like the right way to answer that question, but
no, I like, and it's funny because one of Daria and I's like first long time moments together was literally like Chris and Dan were just like solving all the world's problems out by the pool, and we were exhausted and we were like falling asleep on the couch, but we were looking through your high school yearbook.
Oh yeah.
And we were talking about just kind of like who we were in high school, and when you were describing yourself, like it sounded nothing like kind of like my Daria.
Yeah,
because like I see you as like so ambitious and so outgoing and all these things, and it was interesting to me when you kind of described your high school self.
That's so
like,
sweet. Thank you for remembering.
Oh, of course. Literally, I just remember being like, oh my gosh, I'm hanging out with this like cool girl all night. Like, oh my God. But then afterwards, you and I were both like, what do we do? Like,
it was like 3 a.m. We were like,
oh my God. Like, we're just both like literally prying our eyelids open because neither one of us wanted to be rude. And finally, we were just like, do we just sleep and then let them wake us up? And that's kind of,
which brings me back to my thing about going to bed at 11.
By the way, the international symbol for everybody who doesn't know, if somebody just goes, well, that means
it's time
get out.
to wrap it up. Well, just a little knee slapper and hit the hay and get some shut eye.
If your host just starts going, well, that means go home.
Yeah, get the F out.
Go home.
I love
Go
that.
home.
It should be more effective than it is. But if I hear a whelp, I'm out the door.
Gotta go. Just fun facts. Okay, so I thought that was great. That was
Thank you.
a great accomplishment. So, what bucket list item do you still want to accomplish?
Being a mom.
Oh, you want babies?
Yeah, I really want, like, that is my ultimate bucket list.
Talk
That
about
is,
D1 babies.
I know.
Woo!
Yes, I know. I'm gonna have supermodel / athletic children. At
Right.
least I hope, inshallah. But yes, being a mom. That is like what I was put on this earth to do. That's the ultimate bucket list for
I
me.
can't wait to be an auntie.
I know, Auntie Janie.
You know who loves being an uncle is Chris.
I bet he does.
Like,
And
he
everybody's
loves
great at it.
He loves buying toys. He's like,
oh well,
gift,
he's welcome to do that.
He's like, I like when kids get old enough to understand bribes. He's like, I like when they know I bring the good gifts. I'm
Oh,
like,
his
okay.
nieces are about that age, so
Yeah.
he's gonna be the fave uncle. Oh,
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. No.
Well, if
Oh,
Uncle Chris wants to be my uncle, he's more than welcome.
Oh, we invited ourselves already. That was just what I
Okay.
did.
Okay, good.
We're gonna be unofficial aunties and uncles. So it's gonna
Hell
be
yes. Or you could be like my godmother.
okay. We're like,
We're getting ahead of ourselves here, but
I like how we're like getting excited about this baby.
we're planning our whole lives around this baby that doesn't exist yet.
It's gonna be great. We can't wait.
I know.
We're gonna just stream it live from the podcast.
Too tall baby. It's gonna come out like 8 feet long.
Do you have like just FYI, like my sisters and I were all 10 pounds, 22 inches or something.
wow.
So keep that in mind.
Oh man, no, I was like a 6-pound baby. I wasn't anything special, but you guys were 10-pound babies.
We were like houses.
oh my gosh, you're raised on a brick. How did your mom do that?
She will very proudly tell you she did it with no epidural and no drugs.
That's something else.
I would be like, if that ever happens to me, I'm gonna be like, you better knock me out and wake me up when it gets here. Like, nah.
Negative.
Like, so other than birthing a baby one day, what is your idea of the perfect day?
Oh, that's my perfect day.
Shooting at a baby.
My perfect day. I want to wake up like around 8, and I want to work out. I love doing boxing. I want to do like boxing or like a workout where I'll like feel really good for the rest of the day. I want to get a spa day. I want to do my hydrofacial or a massage or both. And I want like all my family and like best friends to be around me, kind of like how my birthday was, like whoever you want, like in your circle, like I want them there. And I want to eat delicious foods. I just want everything. I want to go to the mall, and like my perfect day, it like includes so much stuff. I don't even know if I could fit it in a day. I want to play tennis, and I don't know. That's my perfect day so far. But I want to end my perfect day in my bed, in my robe, with my skincare routine, and I want to watch Housewives of New Jersey, Beverly Hills, and OC.
The trifecta.
The trifecta, or any Housewives, but those 3 are my favorites at the moment.
Do you want? Isn't there one with like Utah now or something?
Oh, the Salt Lake City. Oh, it's so
Oh.
good. It just ended, but it's fabulous because of all a bunch of like Mormon freakazoid or like people who were Mormons and they were like they got the hell out.
Oh, interesting.
And there's one woman right now who's getting or she's facing trial for defrauding and like swindling old people out of money. It's horrible, but
It's awful.
it's interesting to watch that unravel.
Yeesh. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Food for thought.
Andy Cohen, if you're listening, there should be a Housewives of Palm Beach County because that would be great.
I'm shocked that hasn't.
I
happened yet.
know. I am too.
I think it's like really getting close though, because there's a lot of shows that are like in development in Palm Beach, and people are crackling in there. They want to peek behind the palms and see what's
peek behind the ball.
I want to peek.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So that's my perfect day. Just a whole plethora of things that Daria likes to do, all mixed into one.
I like the spa day. I was like, I
Spa
want
day.
to add
I
that
love
into
spa days. Like that is like, if anyone needs to get me a gift, just get me a spa gift card. That is all I ever want. I don't want things. I want experiences. I want something that will make my skin look good. That is priceless.
It's so relaxing. We had a spa day one time, and it was so funny because
It was a fucking disaster.
we thought it was. We both like worked so hard to get our schedules to where we could like play hooky in the middle of the week, and
That's what we get.
they like messed up our appointments and everything. But it wound up being great. But I'll just never forget they had this like little wishing pool when you first got in there, and they messed up my appointment, so I was almost late and about to miss my massage. And the lady's like, oh, would you like?
Do you want to light this candle and let it float to the wishing pool?
I'm literally like, get your candle out of my face and ready to go.
Go spa, you guys are awesome.
And then I see, I wasn't even gonna mention who it was, but
I'm calling you out.
But then I like felt all bad during my massage and woke up and was like, hey, can we go talk to the front desk lady? Like, I feel really bad. I was rude and didn't blow out her candle.
You have a heart of gold, Jana.
I was like, I'm so sorry I didn't blow out your wishing candle. She goes, do you want to make a wish now? I was like, let's go make a wish.
Did your wish come true, or is it something that
I forgot what I wished for? I think I just wished that she wouldn't remember that I was such a biatch when I walked in.
Wish granted.
But yeah. Well, that was the last question I have for you. Thanks for letting me put you in the hot seat.
Yeah, it's fun to be in the hot seat.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting how like tricky some of these were, even though we made them.
Yeah, favorite color is a real trick.
It was a doozy. Panicked.
Okay, well, us and our matching shirts should probably get the heck on out of here, unless you have anything else to share.
Nope.
Anything else?
Hi-ho diddle on out of here.
Hi-ho diddly listeners. Well, this is the Too Tall to Handle podcast once again signing out.
Where the tall tribe comes to vibe. We'll see you next time.
Come on, tall tribe. You know what? This tall tribe needs to vibe with us a little bit more. Come on, guys. Subscribe, listen, rate, review, comment, tell your friends.
Everyone's got homework.
Share it with a basketball team, just like anybody who's tall.
Can we also shout out our petite listeners? I have so many people who are like, oh, I listen to you when I run or like on the golf course and stuff like that. So thanks. I appreciate that.
And like I always say, just keep giving us feedback. We want to know what you guys want to hear and what we need to do and what we're not doing.
And we want to get better.
We are open and we want to get better. Exactly.
Oh, and thank you for people who have been sending us guests because we are scheduling our next round of guests. I'm excited.
Yes. Stay tuned, you freaks. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. We'll see you next time.